Hi, I'm Sid Ahuja. I'm the chef director here, and welcome to Gymkhana. Today we are going to be doing our special aloo chaat, the most talked about butter chicken, our sensational lamb chops. Towards the end, we'll show you mango kheer. So let's go to the kitchen and let's start cracking on. Aloo chaat is like one of our signature starter dishes. It's literally like the feast for the senses. Not many people have experienced an aloo chaat, and especially in the Western world. It's a warm, crispy fried potatoes which are mixed with some chickpeas, some onions, and then that's dressed with some chaat masala, some tamarind chutney. And the whole mixture is then dressed with some sweet yogurt, some more tamarind chutney, some gram flour vermicelli. So that's what kind of combines that whole dish. And the moment you take a mouthful of it, it's like a burst of flavors in your mouth. So you've got some hot, you've got some cold, you've got some spicy, you've got some sweet, you've got all the elements of taste coming into it, and plus so many textures kind of getting in together. So it's literally like a feast for the senses. We don't really change menu very often, so our a la carte kind of menu remains very, very constant. I have grown up eating butter chicken all my life. For me, I can have that butter chicken for breakfast, lunch, or dinner because it's part of me. Our butter chicken is really, really special because we take a lot of care while sourcing the ingredients, sourcing the chicken, and then kind of combining it together. And plus, keeping the spice palette just the way and recreating just the spice palette that you would probably get in Delhi. We haven't played around with flavors. We haven't anglicized the flavors. We haven't kind of worked or kind of customized it to the local British palate. We've kept it really authentic so that the people of London kind of get the real taste. We just kind of recreate the classic flavors, what goes into a butter chicken back home in Delhi. It's a rich sauce made with tomatoes, cashew nuts, khoya, and ginger, garlic, green chilies, all the spices kind of come together. To that sauce, we add the chicken tikka. Chicken tikka is again then marinated with ginger, garlic, yogurt, garam masala, all other flavorings, and cooked in the tandoor. So the tandoor kind of imparts that smoky flavor into the chicken, and then the same chicken is dropped into the sauce, simmered more, further simmered down, finished with some more cream, some more butter, and some coriander. And that's what kind of comes up as butter chicken. So it's like a decadent smoky chicken combining with smooth, silky, decadent tomato sauce. See, India is such a vast region that every region is very different in its cooking style and the ingredients and all that kind of stuff. So we've got a lot of North Indian dishes, we've got some Western Indian dishes, a few bits of South India. So it's like quite a mix-up of some of the best of all, pretty much the best of all the regions. Since I've traveled so much in India, seen different properties, so because of that, I think I've picked up the real authentic taste of every dish. So lamb chops is like one of the most signature dishes or iconic dishes of Gymkhana. We have a very special supplier who gets us farm-raised lamb chops, which is really exclusive. He does it only for us, and that we kind of marinate with ginger, garlic, yogurt, garam masala. We make our own blend of garam masala. We marinate the lamb chops for at least overnight, at least 24 hours. And then those lamb chops are then finally cooked in the tandoor and served on along with the Kashmiri walnut chutney. See, the lamb chops is very versatile. It can be had as a starter or accompany become as a main course. Depends on how you prefer it. Because some people just who are like hardcore meat eaters, they just want the lamb chops as a starter and then move on to something else as for the mains. The service style here at Gymkhana is we've kept it as a very sharing style of a concept because, again, going back to the Indian philosophy that food is to be shared and that shared food tastes the best. If I'm to compile it in one word, I would say it's the most authentic. It's the most authentic experience that you would probably get in Delhi, and we kind of recreated the same food here in London. Again, with the Indian desserts, we've kept it as authentic as possible, yes, but we've kind of played around and kind of elevated it to a different level to match up our two-star reputation. So the kheer is like a humble rice pudding that everybody does in India, but for us, we've done it as a mango kheer. So we make a kheer, again, We can reduce the milk, cook the rice along with that, make a rice pudding. With that, we add some fresh mangoes to it, and we drop in a scoop of mango sorbet. That kind of elevates the whole experience because it kind of adds on to the mango and gives it a different texture. And then we kind of garnish it with a crispy rice tui. So that kind of gives you a bit of a more texture in the kheer. It's not really two restaurants, it's just a restaurant just split into over two floors. Both restaurants have a bar for the ease of service. They're not really separate, it's the same offering across both the floors. It's just that for the ease of service, we have two different bars just to kind of create an ambience. We are open 7 days a week, literally 360 days a year. And we are open for lunch and dinner. For lunches, we are really busy. And for dinners, we are pretty much chock-a-block, sold out every service. Our cocktail lounge called 42, and we serve amazing cocktails here. To kind of complete a Gymkhana experience, we recommend guests to book 42 first. They arrive here for a pre-dinner drink, then go down to have the dinner. And then if they still have some more room for more drinks and time, then they can again come up for some digestives and post-dinner cocktails.
Hi there, my name is Lawrence Gregory. I'm the bar manager for 42. So Gymkhana has been open for more than a decade. However, a year and a half ago, Gymkhana decided to open its very first cocktail lounge. And the inspiration being at Gymkhana, which is a high elite Indian society where you can have food, drink, we decided to do a twist, and 42 was open. So the first cocktail I'll be making is called the Bagheera, which is named after a character in one of India's most famous story tales. We use Lost Explorer mezcal. We have lime, ginger juice, shopper syrup. Once shaken, it's dispensed in a glass. The rim of the glass has shapper salt. Once the ice has been stamped by the Bagheera, we use Bansuri pepper. Bansuri pepper is grown in the Himalayas and is only harvested once a year, which also has more of a citrusy, peppery taste. So with all these combinations of flavors, you're gonna get an elevated and amazing drink.
Delhi doesn't really have a big cocktail culture. They still prefer their spirits and hard liquor. But yes, we've kind of customized it to the London markets.
I'll be doing the Moosewala, which was named after the famous Indian rapper who sadly passed away. So we decided to do an elevated Indian twist. The Paloma has tequila, raw coriander seed distillate, grapefruit soda, and Timor citrus chaat. A nice, lovely salt rim on the cocktail. Bang Lassi is one of my favorite cocktails on the list. We call it almost like a clarified pina colada. We use 2 rum blends, one from Cuba, one from Barbados. We do a pineapple and coconut milk wash, lime sherbet, marigold, and to finalize it, we do a bit of OG Kush.
We are very blessed to have such a large Indian community here that pretty much everything is available here. You name the spice, sometimes so much of the fact that sometimes you won't even find the same spice back home in Delhi.